if we work together, we can beat this thing. Hi people, this is Christian Herrera. I am back from Riga. It was a well-needed trip. I needed to come away, and we had business meetings, and then it was a lot of relaxation, and we had a good time. Problem is, actually when I was in Latvia, I felt like I was much more safe than in Sweden, because people didn't cough and sneeze on the streets. People were more like hygienic. I just saw one guy coughing on the street, but he was coughing his lungs out. He was almost dead actually, and I never seen a street clear so fast. It was like poof, everybody disappeared at once. But that's it. So actually I felt much more unsafe when we came back to Stockholm, because here people coughing everywhere and they still don't take stuff seriously. Now I think people are getting more serious, but it's been like, yeah, people haven't taken stuff seriously for a long while here. And I blame the authorities actually, because they have been belittling the situation a lot. And they've been saying like, no, this doesn't spread in if you're in the same subway as the person that's infected. I'm talking about the coronavirus now. So the Swedish authorities have been saying all the time that if you're in the same subway or public transportation as an infected person, there's no risk for you getting infected, or it's a very small risk. That is close contact. And what I've been seeing from doctors and infection clinics and YouTube channels and news from medical papers, they're saying the contrary, that this is a high risk, that it's still contagious when you're non-symptomatic, and that it spreads very easily. So it's like hand hygiene is very important. Don't touch your face and all this stuff that we've been talking about before. So here in Sweden we have like some shops with empty shelves and stuff, as for now. And I, for myself, I caught a slight cold when I was away, but it's nothing serious. I'm coughing with mucus, and the coronavirus is dry cough. So and I wasn't in an infected area, so I'm not worried. I don't have a fever or nothing, but I just taken the precautions. I'm self-isolated on my boat, and I chose to come here. Less people, more calm. I have access to nature. I can go for long walks and don't see a person, just the deers and the foxes. And so I ordered a lot of food here. I didn't even enter the store, because I feel it's so disrespectful to enter a store if you feel a little sick. But what I want to ask the Swedish population is just not to panic, because if we start panicking, I mean, now we have the Swedish authorities has handled this like a common flu, and they haven't. People, we just had this winter vacation for the kids, and a lot of people travel abroad, especially to Italy and France, and they go skiing in these countries. And as for now, I think today's count is 35 cases. Everyone bound to Italy travels, but I am very much more concerned about the travelers from Iran, because we had a lot. Sweden introduced a ban for traveling to Iran, and for travelers from Iran to arrive here. I think it was yesterday or day before yesterday, but it was a lot too soon, I think. And well, as usual, Swedish officials don't take responsibility for anything, and they're just trying to calm people down, just to, save the economy and not get people worried. But if the Swedish government had been more proactive and taken in all the people, quarantined them for 2 weeks, and tell everybody you're in self-quarantine, you get a sick salary for 2 weeks from the state. When you come home, because the recommendation now is, if you're coming home from an infected area, just go to work as normal. But if you feel a little sick, call this emergency number, not emergency number, this sickness number 11177. That we call here in Sweden for information about sickness, and they handle it that way. But the thing is, they've been asking people to go to work. They've been asking all kids. Kids that come from infected areas are not relieved from school. They have to go to school anyways. They made some slight changes in that rule now in yesterday, but still people have still been able to spread the contagion, the disease, if we have bad luck. So no, I don't trust the Swedish government anyway. They've been handling this reactive and not proactive, and if they wanted to maintain the main population calm, they should have gone for a proactive way, because like I said in previous videos, the Swedish government has lost almost all its credibility. People don't don't trust the Swedish government for nothing. And then we have now this Turkey that opening the borders to Europe, and we have this a lot of people that entering Greece right now, and the Greek border is heavily guarded. And I saw some reports that the most people are not from war-bound areas. Most people that's coming here are actually from Iran and Iraq and Syria, and Afghanistan. So it's people from Afghanistan, Iran and Iraq. And if we get an uncontrolled stream of people from the infected area or Iran traveling through Europe, I mean, that is it's not good. It's not good, because they tend to throw away the passports. They tend to keep hidden, and no, it's not good. And then we have some Swedish parties, the Miljöpartiet and Vänstern. They're beating hot vaginas, just crying. Oh, we can't treat people this way. We can't treat people this way. And I mean, Sweden has been strained for a long time due to very hard immigration, and now you have tax increases. So it's less and less people that work. They have to provide for more and more people that don't work. So we have these problems in the country, and if you put this coronavirus situation over that, it's not getting better. But if we then get a stream of people from infected areas that come here without any control, that's even worse. So I mean, it's not an easy situation. I don't know how it should be handled. I'm not saying that we should let people in, have control over everyone, or not letting in and just control the border harder. But now it's, I mean, yeah, Turkey has done us a very ill favor, and yeah, it is what it is. But for the Swedish population there, I just want to say, I mean, we should maintain calm. Panic has never helped anyone. If we're panicking, we're actually making things work for everyone. We have a good social system here that can take care of us for the economical downfalls after this. And well, but not for me, because I'm an entrepreneur and I'm self-employed. So by being self-employed, I don't have this social security grid as the normally employed population have. As a self-employed in Sweden, you're pretty much on your own. But I have the luxury of working with internet marketing. Right now I just went out to the car just to make this video and take a short walk to take some fresh air, but I've been sitting in my boat working with some copywriting for a construction company and doing some web analysis. And yeah, so I mean, I am lucky because I have the possibility to work from home and actually keep it as normal and just have all online meetings. I'm using Google Hangouts for my online meetings, and that's perfect for me because I can share the screen, show the analytics real time to people, and so that's good. So this was just a short update, and I want to say, don't panic, keep healthy, wash your hands at all time, avoid people that coughing, avoid public transportation. If you can work from home, try to do it. If you're feeling sick, don't go to work, especially if you've been in the infected areas. And well, yes, that. And one other thing, don't overload the stores. It's better for us to actually buy groceries online and get them delivered. I mean, I tried it today and they delivered to my boat, and I just told them, call me when you get here and leave it outside the fences. So I go up with my car, boom, and get the stuff, boom, I dry it off with alcohol. Yeah, perfect. So I show self-isolation since I'm sick, but I think it's just a common cold or something. Nothing serious. I don't have any fever at all. So that's that. So remain calm, take care of yourself, and I'm going to this weekend I'm going to, because now in the week I have a lot of work to do because I had such a hangover after the Riga trip. We were drinking best quality Russian vodka. It was so good. It was so good. I can't even explain how good it was. It was, you can feel the quality in the taste of the vodka. It was, I don't remember the name of it, but it was good. For reals. But keep safe, keep calm, keep your good hygiene, and take care of each other. Okay? Bye. Yeah, one thing. I should start scripting these things because I never do that. I just wanted to say I don't think I'm going to release any videos until the weekend. I'm going to start the series I was talking about, the series about internet and technology. But right now I have so much work that keeps me busy, so I'm going to be busy now for the next few years, for the next few days. Okay, bye. Okay, it's me again. I talk too much sometimes. I forgot some other important stuff. Actually, when I've been watching the news and watching everything, what I noticed is that actually the private companies have been handling this much better than the officials. We had the air company SAS has stopped the flights to Italy to protect people. I think it's a little too late because we already have this winter vacation, and yeah. But that. And a lot of schools have chosen not to follow the official recommendations to keep students that been in the infected areas to come to school, and they've been saying that they prefer that kids that's been in the infected areas don't come to school. So actually some private companies and some you know, more local instances has been handling this better than the state officials, which I think is good. And one more word is that the Swedes in Swedish culture, even if I get pissed off on everyone that's, you know, sneezing and coughing on the way to work, and I don't respect that in normal cases. Maybe now it will change with this situation, but even though the Swedes have a history of being, how can I say it? They listen to the official recommendations, and they are not like, you know, if you get told to stay at home, you stay at home, which is a good quality of the Swedes. I'm just checking this here in engine. There's just a very good quality of the Swedes, and I think that we can beat this together. If people just follow the recommendations, try to keep self-isolated as much as possible. If you're feeling ill or you're feeling a little cold, don't go out. Call the sjukvårdsinformationen. Call that number and wait, even if they're overloaded right now, but you don't want to infect the rest of the population. And if everyone just keeps calm and maintain better hygiene and try to take measures for self-isolation, avoid public places as best as you can, order food home. What I want to say that every person in Sweden, if we work together, we can beat this thing. Okay, bye. Man, I'm so bad at this to remember everything I want to have said. Well, one other thing that I find important to be aware of is that even if I promote not panicking, I don't say you don't have to be aware. So, I mean, if we look what happened in Lombardy in Italy, and what happens in China, where they had lockdowns and people being isolated in their homes for a long while, and these quarantines, I mean, it could happen here as well. It could happen anywhere. So we have to be aware, and as I said, we have the option to buy food and groceries from the markets with the online delivery, but do have some dry food, some cans, water. Actually, water is the most important thing to be I mean, we should be prepared, but nothing. I mean, we should not panic, but not be ignorant, if you understand what I mean. Okay, and now take care. Bye.